guys, it's Terry from the Quarter Acre. How are you doing today? I am doing great. I feel like we've had a fun day so far, and my son and daughter are otherwise occupied at the moment, so I thought I would take a minute to do a little unboxing. So this came in the mail earlier, and I did cut the tape on it, but that's all I did. Because I wanted to share it with you, and it has been so hard not to open it, waiting to find the time to film this video. Okay, you can see right here, there's some really pretty little tape on it. I'm gonna pop my hand over my address information here, but I got my Well-Planned Gal planner. I'm so excited, oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna open it up for you and let you see what we have here. Got our little invoice that I'm gonna pop over there. And when you take it out of the box, it's pretty. They've got it all wrapped up, really cute in this awesome tissue paper. It's like a pretty navy blue. And then there's a little card here. And so it says, a note to thank you. And then on the back, it's got Well-Planned Gal. So that is like super cute, just a little thank you and more information that she has on her website. I've been using the Well-Planned Gal planner this year. I'm going to show you just a little sneak peek. This is what my planner looks like right now. This is how I utilize it, and I'll walk you through that process. So it looks crazy, right? But there's a method to my madness. I went ahead last year when I purchased the extra sturdy covers to go over the top. Honestly, I don't think it's necessary. It's held up really well. Put that one away, and then I'm ripping open the tissue paper. I know I could be really good and save it, but I'm not going to. Okay, so first, I got this on sale. I am not sponsored, by the way, by Well-Planned Gal at all. I just love the planner, and I think it's a really great resource and tool, so I wanted to share it with you. I got this nifty little card in there that talks about sunlight, which is a curriculum option. And then when I ordered, there was a sale. So you got to pick like one little free accessory for your planner. And I chose these little holiday stickers. And I haven't even had a chance to look at these yet. Oh my gosh, they're adorable. Okay, Mother's Day, seriously, with like the succulents and flowers, yes. Father's Day with the mustache. My husband's gonna love that. He's got a mustache and beard. Labor Day, Memorial Day, so many. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up because I want to see everything that comes in the special dates sticker set so that I can share that with you. So you've got your traditional holidays here, and I think they're pretty much all there. It's got pretty much all the major holidays there, and then there's this cute little sheet that has all the like birthday and present emblems. It's got celebrate, it's got palm trees and champagne flutes, I guess for different like vacations, and little 4th of July stickers. It's got date night, treat yourself, photographs and envelopes, shopping bags, and Christmas ornaments. Ones that say check with a little check mark. Thanksgiving cornucopias and Christmas wreaths and bouquets and dinner plates. So pretty much everything you would need to signify the different little events that pop up throughout the year that aren't major holidays. And then this is what really piqued my interest. It's the little foldable tabs. So you fold these around the page with all the months, which is awesome. I am a huge proponent of tabs. And then there's lots of different things. Home for the holidays. There's all different things like take time for yourself, home for the holidays, make memories that last a lifetime, time together is well spent, there's always a reason to be thankful, all these cute little stickers. So I might not use these in the planner. I might use these as like little stationery things when I send letters or when the kids send letters. And then the pièce de résistance, the planner. So I'm gonna see. I don't have my acrylic nails. This crazy year of not being able to go to the salon has really affected my hair. Like it's a lob, an asymmetrical lob gone mad. And I, for 7 years, had acrylic nails that I got done every other week. and I haven't had them in a year now. And it's kind of driving me nuts because I used to be able to just go and open everything up, and now I can't do that. So let's take a look. So the first thing is the cover. It is much sturdier than I would have imagined. Like I said, I purchased the extra outside snap-on covers, and I'll put them on this one again just because I already purchased them when I transfer from one to the other at the end of the school year. But do you absolutely need them? No. If I could go back, I wouldn't purchase that accessory again. One accessory that I would purchase again, and it's kind of a one-time purchase because you can flip them from planner to planner, is these. So these pop out and you like stick them on the next month. So I keep one in my current week, my current month, and the month ahead. So it comes in a set of 3. And that way I can easily flip through where I'm at right this minute, where I am at for the month, and where I am at next month, so that when I need to jot something down on the schedule, I've got it. So let's take a little look here. You've got your cover page. Awesome. It's got all the information that you can write in, what you need to do. And then one thing that's really cool about this, especially for newer homeschool moms, or even homeschool moms that are just looking to like refresh their schedule, is developing a habit of planning for homeschool. Like, it gives you great articles within the planner so that you're not having to look it up. It also gives you an example page on how she uses the planner, the gal who designed it. And so it's got space for 4 kids. There's like 4, it looks like 2 in this lighting, but if I get really close, you can see that there's space for 4 kids. I only have 2, so I use it a little bit different with color blocking. But it really shows you what it was designed to be. And there's like your whole week at a glance. And so there's different subjects. There's Bible, math, history, science, and English. These are all like the pre-labeled subjects here along this spine, okay? But I use it a little bit differently. And then there's 2 different subjects that you can do down here that you can fill in for music or art or Spanish or whatever it is that you would like to fill in. For me, those are my rotating subjects. So we don't study every subject every day. We have a bit of a rotation. Let me open this back up. And, oh, the other thing that I love is it's got this great little to-do list here on the side, so you can jot things on your to-do list so that Saturday when your husband's like, hey, what did you need me to do? You're not like, I know there was something. Hold on. What was it? What did I need you to do? And then you remember Monday morning after they've gone back to work. Yeah, that's not fun. So this weekly to-do list is great. Also, the dinner menu is awesome. I don't utilize it as often as I should, but when you're meal planning, that is awesome. And then self-care. So what I do is I use this more as a journal, the self-care section, than I do as a planning tool. So if I plan to take an evening to myself to do self-care, maybe give myself a facial and a mani-pedi, inevitably, if I say I'm going to do that Tuesday night, something goes awry and I can't do it. And then I'm in a funk. So what I do is instead, when I find the time, I circle it. And if I get to the end of the week and I look back and I have not done self-care, then it's kind of more at the front of my mind the next week to get that in. And then it gives you 2 little spots here for the weekend to jot things in, which a lot of times on mine, I have a little arrow that'll go across, and maybe we take Friday off because my husband has Friday, Saturday, Sunday off usually. So maybe we take Friday off to go somewhere and do something because there's less people out during the week. And then Saturday we school. So I like that it's right here so I can just switch out those days if I need to. And then another really cool thing before I move on is at the top of each page, there is a scripture. So this one is, the tongue of the wise makes knowledge attractive, but the mouth of fools blurts out foolishness. Proverbs 15:2. So that is super helpful. And on the bottom of this page, so when I say it's on every page, I count this as like one page. This is a 1 week spreadsheet. So on this one, it'll give you a teaching tip. So combining subjects. When you do Bible time, consider combining it with reading by requiring each student, regardless of their proficiency, to read either one verse or a few chapters of the scripture. I was always amazed how this improved my kids' reading ability. So they give you really cool little tips throughout. And they give you this great how to use me kind of template that you can then customize. More awesome little articles. And then they give you this really cool memories section. So one thing about homeschool is, unless you really make a concerted effort, you don't get a yearbook. But this planner can kind of serve as your yearbook and kind of like a souped up awesome version, because you have everything that you did, everything that you learned, all the places you went. It's all in one spot. So your kids will be able to pull this off the shelf in years to come and be like, wow, we did a lot. That's amazing, Mom. You're a superhero. That's what I imagine my kids will say. That might not be the case, but a mom can hope, right? So here there's a spot for their picture. Circle your child's age, their favorite book to read aloud, the most requested restaurant. We thoroughly enjoyed watching the movie blank. The game we played most often was blank. Special events we attended this year. We enjoyed traveling too. Something we began this year. Our favorite family activities this year included, and things God did for your family this year included. So super cool. They give you a little year at a glance there, and then important information. So it says contacts for homeschool co-op tutorial or teachers, emergency information, odds and ends, and websites, like important websites. So I'll write in like my kids' night zoo subscription information here, and their Khan Academy logins that they have. Not that we use it much, but if we did, it would be there. And then they've got a cool space here to help you stay organized. Daily cleaning schedule for each day of the week. And then for each month, they've got a spot here for you, 2 spots. Or no, they've got a spot for each month, which is awesome, because how many times, if you're like me, maybe you've never done this, but maybe it's just me, I'm going to come clean right now. I have printed out one of those how to get your house super clean and organized checklists, where it's like every month has like certain things you do in January, certain things you do in February, and then every day it gives you like a little cleaning list. You may have heard of Fly Lady, like that type of system. And I've printed it out, and I'm going to do this, and then that paper gets like shuffled away or jammed and crammed when someone's coming over real quick, and it just goes away. If it's in your planner and you've got it in your hand every day, it's a lot easier. So you can copy that information over here or customize that. Like, when do I usually change the filter on the water on my fridge? I can put it in here so that every year I do it on the same month or biannually. So yeah, this is really handy for that. Also, when you're like, clean up, and they're like, what do you want me to clean? I don't know what to clean. Yeah, I get that a lot. You can just go down the list for that day. This is new this year, guys. So this form is not new, but the fact that it's like laminated kind of is new. So this is daily chores. So it's got your daily chores and your checklist for the week for up to 4 kids. So you can use dry erase on it now. Seriously? Thank you, Well Planned Gal. I am not sponsored. Once again, I am not sponsored by the Well Planned Gal yet. Maybe she will see this and see how deeply in love with her I am and her organizational skills, and she'll say, hey, Tara, let me send you more planners, and maybe I could give one away. That would be awesome. Then it's got like your daily schedule. Okay, so you can set up a daily schedule. I don't go by times, I go in a sequence. So I do all the group stuff. I do morning basket and then all of our group lessons first. Then I go back and do individual lessons with the kiddos and kind of alternating patterns. Like my son needs more help with math. My daughter needs more help with English. So I try to have them doing like opposite things at the opposite time, so she can be doing her math on her own while I'm helping, or he can be doing his English on his own while I help her with math, or vice versa. That way, like, one's good, the other one can get my full attention. But they've got that. And so They've got one for each kid, which is really cool though. So not only is it the schedule, but you've also got this handy little sheet for each kid, which is the class plan. And it talks about what you're using, which for a lot of homeschoolers, you need to report out what you used. Luckily in my state, you have to have a list of curriculum if they come and audit you, but unless you get audited, it's not a big deal. But this is just an easy way. You could just hand them this planner and be like, there you go. It's got all my emergency contact information. It's got all my stuff in it, as far as what we used. So it goes through that for the pages for all 4 kids. And then you scoot into your first month. So the month starts off with a 2-page traditional calendar spread with a little note section there. It then goes into, each month has a different subject that they talk about for homeschooling. That's one of those cool articles that I was talking about. So for this one, it's 4 tips for creating a schedule. Okay, very cool. And these are so awesome. I use them for more than just little shopping lists. Anytime I need to send a little note with my husband or something, they are perforated 6 little shopping lists or notepads, and they're front and back. Everything on here is just so beautifully printed and so pretty in general. Every month has an around the house section where it's got monthly chores for kids, okay? Household needs, which is awesome. Like, you know, we just made a Lowe's list, and we didn't get everything on the list because we got in there and we got so overwhelmed. We got like half of our stuff and we're like, okay, that's good. We'll come back another time. And so that stuff will go onto our list here so that we can then look. I can either look on Amazon, or if a sale comes up, I can kind of reference, okay, is any of this stuff that we can get on sale. Project of the month. So on mine, you will see finish the bar deck, get the garden squared away, all that good stuff there. And then just a little note section. Okay, then it goes into reading. So you can keep a reading log for your kids. What I do to simplify this, we request everything through our library. So we go online, we look up books, we put in a request, and then they send them to our library and we pick them up. When they do that, they give us a receipt. So originally, I started saving all the receipts to staple the receipts to this page each month. But instead, what I'm going to do is at the end of the year, I'm going to print their log of books for each kid that's associated with their library card. You can see my daughter trying to sneak into the shot back there. Please don't, baby girl. So you can, so by printing it out, you can go ahead and include all that information here, or you can log it if you prefer to write it by hand. Then they've got an awesome fun learning section with field trips up on top and educational goals down on the bottom. Sometimes in order to reach a goal, you have to really realize what you're reaching for. They also give you little suggestions at the bottom. So this one is field trips and fun. Read the Declaration of Independence aloud. Use some of the Bill of Rights for copywork or dictation. Visit a U.S. state capitol building. Take an online tour of the White House. Make a variety of red, white, and blue food for your 4th of July party. So the first month is July. And so they're giving you July themed ideas, which is really cool. Books to read, the 4th of July story, the journey of the one and only Declaration of Independence, and A is for America, a patriotic alphabet book. And then they give you a Did You Know? Did you know at age 70, Benjamin Franklin was the oldest signer of the Declaration of Independence? Edward Rutledge at 26 was the youngest. So it's just got some cool information in here. Like, it's a planner, but it's also like a resource in and of itself. So then once you get through all that at the beginning of the month, you've got your weekly plan. And I'm going to open this up wide so you can see you've got your whole week at a glance. So if you're a 5-day homeschooler, this is perfect. If you are a 4-day homeschooler, that's fine. You just block out the day that you are not homeschooling. And like I said, a lot of times you'll see an arrow like, okay, this Friday became Saturday. But it's great because it's all dated there. You can check off at the top that you've completed the whole day. You can check off each line for each of your kids. it's just amazing. I just love it. And it goes through like that for the whole month. The other thing that I really wanted to show you and share with you is it has an attendance record totally built in. So when you are working on your attendance, perfect. It's all right there, and it goes by semester. So you'll have your first semester in one, and then later on in the book, the second semester will come up. So it's got attendance for each one of the kids. And on the back, check this out. You've got their progress. So you've got like their weekly grades for each week in all their subjects, progress report, accomplishments, and grading scale that you use. At the end, you've got your kind of year at a glance. It runs July through June. Okay, I'm going through the last attendance record. You've got a whole year of months that you can, so you can flip through your plans. You've got a whole review section for each kid with all of their, I want to say, like, it's like a report card. It's got their character, behavior, curriculum ideas, educational experience, etc. The most beautiful report cards in the world. So these come out and fold in half, and the front is this beautiful report card for 2021-2022. The back cover of it would have your comments for semester 1 and 2, and then the inside looks like this. And it's basically got the student's name, grade, and teacher. And then all of their subjects, their days present, absent, sick, and holiday days, or grading scales, the literature they've completed, their enrichments and events, all that good stuff. So if you were going back to public school, you'd have a little report card there. And they are gorgeous. So each one is different for each kiddo. Like, the sunflowers, seriously, they design these out to be so gorgeous. This whole planner is just pretty. It's just pretty. Like, this is what my planner looks like. And I went even further back to January to show you. This is how I plan it. So all the subjects in green are group subjects. All the subjects in blue are my sons. And all the subjects in yellow are my daughters. So because yellow and blue make green, that's why our group subjects are green. So I always keep it folded in half because looking at the whole week at once is a bit overwhelming for me, but bite-sized chunks. So we do, in the morning, I'm going to try to hold this up like this, very Vienna White. We do our Bible time, which is sword fighting, and then we have PE. I kind of use the second section here for PE. I give each kid, you can see 2 lines on their individual subjects, and I color code it so it's just easy to glance at and see exactly what's going on. So we do our Bible and our PE. We've got my son's math and my daughter's math. And then on Mondays, our group subject is health, okay? And then they do music as well that day independently, and they do English and they do math. And it's great. On Tuesdays, we have this is kind of morning basket time where we do our read aloud. We do every morning just our morning basket and our PE. And then we've got, this isn't in order, but we've got math and English they do individually. We've got history that we do as a group. We've got English, there's their individual. Then they have their supplements. So creative writing and social studies are there are 2 individual things that they do that day. And then we also do a little bit of a history supplement. Okay, so maybe that's watching a video about what we've learned, something along those lines. And then on Wednesday, our group activity is Spanish. And they've got their individual activities. Let me make sure that lighting is good. On Thursday, during this time, we were doubling up on history to get caught up. We took December as a Christmas school type of situation. So we studied the history of Norway and of Christmas and things like that with the Good and the Beautiful Norway box, and then some other fun Christmas things. And so we wanted to kind of get caught up to where we would have been had we not taken that time off. So we just doubled up for a little bit and added a Friday to our normally 4-day schedule. And we pushed science, which is normally on Thursdays, to Fridays. So there's always a group lesson. There's always our morning time together and our PE together. And then they split up for the remainder of the subjects. Now, if they don't get to something like this week or this day, this Thursday, my son didn't get to his typing. So what I did is I squared it in red so that on Friday when we had a lighter load, or on Saturday or whenever it was, he finished that typing, because I really want him, especially since he is 13 now, he needs to know that if he doesn't complete an assignment, he needs to make it up. He needs to be a self-starter and get that complete, because his tendency is to just let it go. Like, oh, if she doesn't notice, then I'm just going to let that go right under the radar and, you know, see if I can get away with not doing it. Which is pretty typical for a 13-year-old boy. Am I right? Do you have a 13-year-old boy who would much rather just let it slide under the radar than complete it on his own? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know I'm not alone in that. And so yeah, so highlighting that in red helps me and helps him to say, no, we are not just letting this go. You need to circle back to it. And so, you know, different times look different. That was a pretty hectic week. This was a slower week that we had. We were kind of all caught up. So they didn't need to do any individual subjects here. We knew we were busy doing other things. We decided to have like a whole science day here. So I just went ahead and colored it all green and made it all one big S for science. Let's see here. You know, occasionally I'll use orange for my daughter instead of yellow, because like for this month it just looked prettier with orange. And yeah, that's just kind of what they look like. I go through and check everything off. I give each kid 2 lines, which I find super helpful, because like for English, like for my son, it says lesson 113, and then below it, it says spelling 29, page 124. So spelling week 29, page 124. And it's just handy having 2 lines for them. If you have 2 kids, I highly recommend using it this way. And then you can see here how I utilized, here's my menu for the week. Here is all the different things. Fine-tune 4-H stuff, call so-and-so, try on your 4-H whites, trim the chicken's toenails. Yeah, life on the quarter acre. Bathe the pig, and foundation things that I'm a part of. We had turkey, meatloaf, and mashed potatoes, burgers with sweet potato fries, a big salad, breakfast for dinner, and chaffle pizza that week. I usually don't plan Saturday and Sunday because there's usually enough leftovers left over for that. Saturday I penciled in a long walk, that is what we needed. There's just lots of room to utilize this planner fully. There are some weeks when I see on Monday that it's going to be a weird week with the kids, like something's just off. I will say, okay, I'm not going to fill out the rest of the planner for the week. Usually I sit down and do the whole planner for the week. If I see something that's going to be difficult, or I see them starting to struggle, I will erase what I've got in pencil and go ahead, and we will stay where we need to be until we don't need to be there anymore. That is the absolute beauty of homeschool. So I hope that you are excited for the year ahead, the 2021-2022 school year, which is crazy because I graduated in 2002. So this is like the 20-year like high school reunion. I am not okay with it at all in any way, shape, or form. I'll be finishing this book right about my 20th year reunion, and like seriously, where did the time go? But I love my 2020-21 planner. Could not homeschool without it. That's how much I love it. I hope that if you are interested in finding this planner, that you take a look in the links down below and go ahead and give a click. Like I said, I'm not sponsored. I don't get anything for referring you to this planner. I just love it. So, what planner do you use? Do you have a special homeschool planner? Do you use a day planner? Do you use a calendar? Do you wing it? What do you do to keep yourself organized throughout the school year? Let me know in the comment section down below, and I hope that you have a wonderful and blessed day.